You are watching Mega Prophetic on Mega Faith TV. You are watching Mega Prophetic on Mega Faith TV.
For I saw in a sudden atmosphere in the nation, I saw cars are packed, and and people were shouting about war, people were shouting about gas, and people were shouting about oil. People were shouting about the oil prices going up, the gas prices going up, and people were just shouting everywhere. And it was kind of almost overwhelming for me because even I couldn't even start it at that moment anymore. Seeing cars packed, train packed, people shouting about why they should go to war, why war should not be, and why gas is going up, why oil is going up. It was just, if I had to explain to you how I felt at that moment, I'll be shouting at you. And since you're not here where I am, take this as a way of like heaviness for me as well. So we're going to be praying that whatever war mentality, there was a revelation that the Lord gave me last year, and I saw them preparing as the Americans were preparing their troops. They are also preparing their troops. So I know that there's some manner of war that wants to erupt. The spirit of warfare wants to come into the land. The principalities of the past, they want to also take over and cause anger, cause frustration in the land. And if you remember, there was a certain time when the United Kingdom walked away from a certain group of people, and now they are on their own. Remember that.
Gas prices, as you may have noticed, reached a record high for the second consecutive day, up 8 cents to a new national average of $4.25 per gallon, that according to AAA. The Russian oil and gas embargo imposed yesterday is already making a difference here at home. President Biden acknowledges prices may go up even further, but he says his administration is working to address it. CBS News' Michael George is in New York City, and he has more.
That's the sound of a full tank and a hefty bill.
$85 just for this time. And I'm just going to use this for what, 3 to 4 days?
Before it was about $40 to fill up the tank, but now it's about $60, $20 extra.
According to AAA, the national average for a gallon of regular is now $4.25. Just last week, it was $3.66, an upward trend that experts say is only just beginning.
The true sharpness of the weapon that Putin wields here on energy is not yet been felt.
While the U.S. buys less than 4% of its oil from Russia, getting additional oil on the market to make up the difference will take time.
Putting drills to work means you get additional oil in 6 months, and that's why there is this real concern about this near-term price pressure.
Sticker shock at the pump comes as Americans are already dealing with the rising costs of other goods. High gas prices could also put a damper on travel plans in the warmer months ahead.
Well, I was going to go to Maine and drive down the East Coast to Florida because I have friends and family along the way, and so I'm not going to do that yet.
There are some ways to ease that pain at the pump. Pay with cash, not credit. Join a fuel rewards program. Use a phone app to track pricing in your area and maximize your fuel economy. Lighten the load in your vehicle, idle less, and coast more. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Ukrainian officials say at least one person was killed and several others injured after a missile hit a multi-story apartment building yesterday in the outskirts of Kyiv. And in besieged Mariupol, officials say Russian forces bombed a theater there that was sheltering more than 1,000 people. The death toll is still unknown. But this morning, according to a post on Facebook by a Ukrainian official, some people are emerging from the rubble alive. It appears Russia's military progress has been stalled. UK defense officials saying Russian forces are suffering heavy losses from Ukrainian resistance.
All this as a war of words unfolds. President Biden calling Russian President Vladimir Putin a war criminal.
You are watching Mega Prophetic on Mega Faith TV.